All right, cool. We are live everywhere. I'm excited about this. Um, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing? My name is Bissell's End. I'm a very small gaming and political content creator. For those of you who do not know me, welcome in, welcome in. Today we are talking about, talking to MAGA, hopefully, and current events about what is going on in today's climates because it's getting weird. Goddamn. Anyway, fuck. So for those of you just tuning in on the clock app, please like, share, do all the things. You know what I mean. Um, all over you guys over on the other platforms. I guess same thing. You can't tap as much, but you know what I mean. Anyway, hope you guys are tuning in, enjoying the stream, all the things. So today, is Memorial Day. I hope everyone's enjoying their day. For those of you who served, thank you for serving. I really appreciate it. Um, because without you guys, we wouldn't have the freedoms that we have. So, thank you again. So today, one of the things I would like to address is Trump's posts about True Social on True Social. Yeah, that's a fun one. Um, what called me? Oh, anyway. Um, so that one, if I can pull up the display capture, I'm gonna find a way to make it a button so that they all just pop up at once. There we go. Okay, cool. So this shit. Um, It's basically this is his True Social post. Happy Memorial Day to all, including the Democrats who disrespect our military and all of the tremendous success it has had over the last year. God bless those who have had many who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Love you all, President Donald J. Trump. Personally, I don't think he wrote this. That's just me, but we'll see. Um, there's also a lot wrong with this, right? Um, like I don't think second. Okay. Okay. First of all, saying love you all right after calling people Democrats is very contradicting. It doesn't work, right? Um, you know what I mean? Like, those are two contradicting statements. Also, one of my favorite expressions that I say a lot is every accusation is a fucking confession. So, and what I mean by that is this statement right here. Well, basically the first line of Happy Memorial Day to all, including Democrats, who disrespect our military and all of the tremendous successes had over the last year. Who has disrespected our military more than this fucker right here? Because it's crazy. Like what he has done. Like, first of all, he has called our veterans suckers and losers. He has made fun of John McCain, a war hero, saying he doesn't think he's a war hero because he got captured or something. I'll pull up the actual quote. Just give me 1 second. Uh, yeah, he says he doesn't like people who were captured. I'm sorry. But point is, um, don't don't say, don't fucking say that or don't accuse people of disrespecting our military when you do it when he does it all the fucking time. It's crazy. Let's move off this for a second. I'll go off on a tangent. Display captures and display capture. Okay. Yeah, no, he is not someone who respects our military in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so today. Oh, by the way, if you do respect Donald Trump, please request up. If you are on the Clock app, sorry, if you do still support him, please request up. Or if you're on the other apps, please call in. I would love to talk to you and understand why you support this man. But either way, so today we got that. We have his fucking post, which we already went over. We got the fucking. I had something for this. Oh yeah. Um, AP put out an article saying that Trump basically said to not rush any details pertaining to the deal with Iran and opening up the Strait of Hormuz and all that, which is crazy because the reason why things are getting so pricey, like gas and food and everything, is because the strait is closed. Things have already been getting pricey beforehand, but that was due to the tariffs, but that's a whole other topic. Like, if right now he should be rushing to get this deal. I'm not saying rush as and do things ineffectively. I'm saying get it done the right way. But the issue is you already had a deal and he blew it the fuck up because he's an idiot. But by him saying, "Yeah, don't rush, don't worry about it," it's not a big deal. It's crazy. He's simping for fucking BB Netanyahu, and I don't understand that shit. I just don't like because BB wants to keep bombing them, and because there's no deal in place, there's no reason for him to do a ceasefire. But even if there is a friggin' like, even if there is a ceasefire, right? Like he tends to ignore those things. He doesn't care. So yeah. Yep. What the fuck are you talking about, man? I mean, if you're trying to be funny, you're not. So try harder. Anyway, if you would like to come up and talk, you're more than welcome to. But anyway, but yeah. So like, if we want a deal, which I would hope, as the president of the United States, he would want to make a deal. He would want to make things better for the United States because he did run on America first. Great, but if he doesn't want to do that, then he should be removed from office because he's not keeping his word. He's not doing what he said he would do, to be fair. He's not really keeping any of his campaign promises, but hey, whatever. Oh, goddamn. It's a day, man. It's one of those days where I don't understand like how people can still support a man who goes against all of his campaign promises. He goes against the American people themselves. Like, how do I genuinely want to know, right? I genuinely want to know why people still support this man. So if you do, please request up. If you're on the clock app, if you are on the other apps, please feel free to call in. The number is above my head. But yeah, I am. I don't know. Like he says he was going to lower inflation. He says he says he was going to fucking do all the things, and he didn't. He said like price of beef, energy, affordability. It's all up. He said he was going to end the war in Ukraine on day one. Didn't fucking do that. That's still going on. Like, please explain to me how people still support this man. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. Fucking hell. I don't get it. Anyway, yeah. If, like I said, if you still support him, please request up, call in, whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. But if not, we can look up news, dude. We can just go through all the shit. Ah, fuck. So today's today. Like it's just one of those. Oh, new updates like 39 minutes ago. Awesome. Oh, there's something new from CBS. That's nice. Okay, hold up. Let's look at this. All right. So it says this is live. So we're gonna go through, I guess, all this if I can. Um, Live updates. Iran, U.S. agree deal to end the war taking shape. So it's not act. It's not didn't happen, but it's forming. But Iran says obstacles remain. Okay. Uh, do, 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 do. President Trump has said deal with Iran is largely negotiated, cool, and that he will either sign a quote a great and meaningful pact with Tehran or there will be no deal. Secretary Marco Rubio said an agreement to open the Strait of Hormuz could be announced as soon as Monday. Cool. Today is Monday, unless you meant next week. We'll fucking see. Iran acknowledged the agreement with the U.S. on many points. So said the signing of this deal is not imminent. It is stressed that the proposal under discussion does not include im- immediate considerations on the nuclear issue. Okay, well, I thought that was their whole point in doing the stupid shit was the fucking nuclear crap, man. What's the point otherwise? Because like months ago, for no fucking reason, we bombed them and said, "Yeah, we destroyed the nuclear sites. They're years and years behind where they need to be to get where they for nuclear to get to develop a nuclear weapon." Sorry, words are hard for me right now. I'm tired of shit. Anyway, but hey, but now we're back in the war because of apparently they have a nuclear weapon, and yeah, what the fuck. Anyway, there's one more point on this. Um, the Iranian regime tempered expectations Monday, arguing that frequent changes and contradictions by the U.S. side present. It's just this presence anyway. U.S. side present problems and obstacles as final decision details are haggled over. Okay. 36 minutes ago, oil prices dropped nearly 7% as possible deal looms, which is good. I have no issue with that whatsoever. But we wouldn't be in this position if, we didn't go to war with them for no literal reason. So, yeah. I suppose I could put this shit on the screen. There's that. Display capture over here and display capture over here. Okay. Yeah. That could have been, anyway, that's what I was reading right there. So y'all know. Okay. Anyway, oil prices dropped significantly on Monday amid optimism that the US and Iran might get closer to reaching a peace deal that would reopen Strait of Hormuz. Brent cruise futures tumbled nearly 7% at that's good. At least it's going down. Iran would immediately reopen the highway, take steps to ensure traffic returns to pre-war conditions within 30 days. Two regional officials with knowledge of the ongoing CBS News. I mean, this I have no issue with this, right? If they make a deal to like a peace deal and all that, and we're able to get oil prices down, good. That's a good thing, right? But the whole point I'm trying to make is that we wouldn't have to be in this position in the first place if they wouldn't fucking have gone over there to begin with. There was no reason for it. So yeah, do I think a peace deal is a great thing? Absolutely, yes, I do. But was there any reason to begin with? No, no, there fucking wasn't. So essentially, what I can predict them claiming is after the prices have shot up to like I don't know what the fucking national average for a price of barrel was. I think it was like four something. I'll look it up. Um, like, see, we brought gas prices down back to where the fuck they were originally. Like that doesn't mean you brought them down. When you're saying you're gonna bring prices down on your campaign, that means where they were, you bring them down from where they were when you made the claim that you would do that. Doesn't mean, oh, I'm gonna shoot them up so I can bring them down. It means you just bring them down. Anyway, national price of gas. Okay. Uh, national average gas is about $4.50 a gallon. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, it's bad. It's doubled and where it was before all this shit. Got that. So like, yeah, I'm not. But point is, if it's dropping, good. That awesome. But I can still criticize like, hey, we wouldn't be in this position if you just didn't do stupid shit. You know. Anyway, if you support fucking Trump or whatever the fuck this administration, and I would love to know why. You will have to talk about it and have a civil conversation, please. If you're on the Clock app, request up, or if you are on the others, the Tube, the green streaming app. I don't know what the fuck. Just either way, call in. I would love to have a conversation with you. Right? Um, like there's so much shit just going on in this world that like I don't understand. Like the I also want to know why you still support him, seeing as the few things that he promised, which I'm just gonna go through a quick list of things real quick. Uh, so few things he's kept, right? For campaign promises. Border control. He has shut down the border. Well, okay, when I say shut down the border, he has stopped legal migration. That doesn't stop illegal migration. He just stopped and he's definitely ramped up the fucking deportations. But now when it comes to like the economy, he's fucking up, dude. He is fucking the hell up. Like tariffs. A lot of people still think the other countries pay the tariffs. That's not how tariffs work. Tariffs are paid by the importer, which then they pass that cost down to us, the consumer. So in essence, it's a tax on the consumer who then passes the cost down to us, which then makes it a tax on the consumer. So like everybody who was cheering for tariffs, going around going fucking tariffs, yeah, yeah, whatever the hell, you're cheering for a raise in taxes on yourself. And I'm still wondering where those tariff checks are, by the way. Like, where the hell are those tariffs checks? Because like I would love to hear. I would love to see them. Hey, all of you MAGA chirping in the chat, you guys can come up. If you're too cowardly, that's perfectly fine too. But like, you know, also, uh, none of you are at all, you know, unique with your comments. But let's try though. At what point did I mention socialism? Please come up and talk with me. If you have the testicular fortitude to do so. If not, you can just stay down there. Anyway, but yeah, no, like he's done nothing to help our economy, right? Like the fucking tax cuts for the corporations is just not at all helping, right? Because the idea of, hey, let's give the rich people more money. The people who have all the money, let's give them more money, right? And I'm sure at some point, yeah, maybe they'll pass it down to us. Nah, that's fucking dumb, dude. Like fucking crazy. Then please come up and tell me the facts, man. If you want to have a civil conversation, please come up and talk. I would love to have a conversation. I would love to hear it. Anyway, yeah. So the price of energy, he said he would bring it down, has not done that shit at all. Fucking again, price of oil's gone way the fuck up. Like this is crazy, man. Like, I'm still like wondering why people support this guy when he hasn't done anything. Anyway, time to just start ignoring the fucking comments because they're too fucking cowardly to come up and have a conversation. Anyway, so the one other thing I will say is that I mean slugs for salt. Fucking hell, dude. Okay, so it's really nice. Let's go into. What do I want to talk about next? I already went into the Iran deal. We're gonna go into. Yeah, the oil price is going down, potentially going down because of that. Aaron says no. Implement. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. So yeah, if you still support Trump and you would like to come up and have a conversation, unlike some people because they're too fucking cowardly, um, please come up, have a conversation. I would love to have a civil conversation with all of you. Um, or if you're on the other apps, please feel free to call in. Yeah, numbers above my head. But until then, um, another thing that he mentioned is bringing back manufacturing jobs. But the issue with that is we've been losing jobs, manufacturing jobs. I think the number is like over 100,000 manufacturing jobs. Like, what the hell, you know? Then come and talk about how we can do that. It's that simple. Just come up and have a conversation. The request button, I'm sure, is down below that you can just press it and you can just come up and have a conversation. See how easy that would be? I'm all for working together. I am all for having a conversation and everything. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Full force, can I please get your age for TOS?
There he goes.
Can I
So,
please? No,
you
no,
want to know why
no,
people
no,
go
no.
to war?
Hold up. I need your age for the TOS.
What?
I need your age for terms of service.
Oh, 38.
Thank you. Okay, sorry. And why do you still support Trump?
Just a lot of the things that he's done
Okay,
is things that I've supported for a long time. So I was in the military for 18 years.
okay.
Turn off my sync real quick and driving.
You're good. Also, thank you for your service.
But yeah. So essentially, a lot of my dudes that I was in the military with got smoked by people that Iran supported, a bunch of Hezbollah and Houthi rebels back in the day. So I've kind of had a thing against Iran for a long time. So I totally support Iran. Fuck
Okay.
those people.
So I understand having that personal bias. That I'm sure it sucks to lose people
Yeah,
in this,
yeah.
but
I mean, it is what it is.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's one of the big reasons why I support
So,
our Iran war.
so
It's
I,
needed to be done for a long time.
so just out of curiosity, right? He did run on No New Wars, right? And then he started the
Yeah.
war. He went back on a campaign
Um.
promise, and you still support that? Just like this,
Yeah.
you know what
I
I mean?
mean, the no wars thing, man. That everybody pitches that idea. Oh, no new wars. It's what we do.
Well,
America's been at war essentially for 250 years.
well, technically, no. We haven't officially been in war, and even now, right? Because we haven't declared war on because Congress
Oh
has to
yeah, we
declare
could
war.
say we haven't declared war,
Right,
but
right,
we've
right.
been at war one way or another.
Yeah, I'm just a
Look,
I'm
we've been in
technical,
conflict.
right? Sorry, that's all.
Yeah, conflict.
Um,
We've been in conflict.
right, conflict, 100%. The issue that I have, right, is he went over there, he started bombing and doing all these things. The issue, I'm sure we're gonna go into like the whole why can I not remember the fucking country that Russia's fighting right now? It's off the top of my head. Give me a minute. Um, Ukraine.
Iran?
You no Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
under Biden and all that, right? Um, the reason why I'm okay with that is because we had an agreement called the Budapest Memorandum. We said we would help them in times of conflict, but with this, we had no reason to go over it. It was just we started bombing them for
Oh no,
literally
there
no
was
reason.
reasons to go to war with Iran.
Okay, what did they do to us?
There's been reasons to go to war with Iran.
You're breaking up, man. I'm sorry.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Is that better?
That is 100% better. Yeah.
Phone disconnected.
Yeah, it's better.
All right, so I forgot where we were at.
You said there was a reason to go to war with Iran, and I can't think of anything in recent history that would cause us to go to war.
So essentially back in the 1970s when I think it was under Johnson, the Delta
okay.
Force was created to handle the hostage crisis.
I don't care about the 1970s. I care about current day under the Trump
Ayatollahs began
administration.
to take over. That was when we really should have gone to war with them, but it's been, for whatever reason, we wanted to be hands off with Iran for so long. They have been a constant source of destabilization in the Middle East for the last 50 years. If we were to get them under control, the entire Middle East would be a much safer place forever.
All right. Like, I'm wondering where you believe, like, what's your evidence for that, right? Because I don't, first of all, I'm going to be honest with you, 1970s doesn't
What do you
mean
mean? Where's the evidence? The evidence all over the place, man.
so.
They're the number one sponsor of terror. They sponsor the Houthi rebels. They sponsor Hamas. They sponsor uh, the Hezbollah in Jordan. If we were to take out their funding apparatus, those groups would almost disappear.
Okay, but there's other countries that do terrorism as well, right? Like, if your argument is
Yeah,
to
but
get
not
rid
on the
of
same
terrorism,
scale.
oh, 100%, yes. Do you think we don't?
No, we don't commit terrorism. So you know what terrorism is? Terrorism is the act of violence for a political or ideological need.
Right.
We don't do acts of terrorism. We
Yeah, we
don't
do.
go in
100%
and bomb civilian centers with suicide bombers and things like that.
Why does it have to be suicide bombers?
Do what?
Why does it have to be suicide bombers?
Well, it doesn't have to be suicide bombers. It can
Right.
be any sort of violence.
Oh, so you're saying when we bombed them for literally no reason, that wasn't terrorism?
No, we don't do terrorism. So terrorism is
yeah, you literally just said through your own
civilians in order to So okay. When America does attack,
so civilians. Hold up, no, you said civilians. So Trump threatened to bomb civilian bridges and power plants. That is a definitional war crime.
No, it's not.
Yeah, fucking yes, it is.
Not civilians. No, it's not. He's talking about taking out infrastructure, not civilians. The targeting of civilians. So when a terrorist, say in Europe, drives a truck through a crowded market, that's terrorism. When we bomb a whatever, it's not because it's got civilians in it, it's because it's military targets. That's the difference. And I know there's a lot of like, well, there's a school there. Yeah, they hide their military targets inside of schools. Those schools aren't schools. They're
can you see the screen?
No, I can't read it.
Okay, quick Google search. Targeting civilian bridges is a war crime under international law.
Where are you getting that from?
What? Google. Just fucking Google shit. Like, it takes 5 seconds to look shit up.
Just ask me a reputable source. Google AI will pick up nonsense from anywhere.
That's fair. You can still look up the goddamn Geneva Conventions, my guy. There we go. I found it on the Geneva Conventions.
We don't abide by the Geneva Conventions.
We wrote the fucking Geneva Conventions.
Yeah, correct. But we don't.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Were you in the military? Do you know anything about it?
I was born in '95, my guy. The fuck you? I was
okay. Well, I was born in '87.
Congrats.
The biggest thing about the Geneva Conventions is we don't do biological warfare. We don't use hollow point weapons.
You still you don't get to pick and choose. These are international laws.
When you're America, you absolutely do.
No.
If you have bridges that we don't want,
okay. Using that logic,
that we want to take out for military purposes.
I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a fucking sentence. Okay, so other countries, are you going to hold them to the same standard of like, oh, well, you did this as a war crime, so are we above them?
What country? Oh, say,
okay. No, that doesn't matter.
So
if another country does a certain thing that you says America is exempt from, are you going to hold them to that standard?
All right. So say Ukraine and Russia are at war, right?
Yes.
And Russia blows up a bridge for military purposes, it is not a war crime. War crimes are when you blow up.
If it's a civilian bridge, it is a fucking war crime.
No, for military purposes. You don't understand what you're talking about.
I literally do. So I can read.
When it comes to military targets, whether it be a civilian infrastructure or not, that's what makes the difference. If you go into a country and blow up a bridge just for the sake of blowing up a bridge, that's different. It has to be military specific target.
Correct. And I'm specifying if they go in and attack. No, shut up and listen to what I'm saying. If I'm saying they're attacking civilian bridges, they're attacking civilian bridges. You fucking troglodyte. Listen to what I am saying. Holy shit.
No, you are saying things without understanding what you're saying.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. I know what the fuck I am talking about. Because I can read this shit. I've read the Geneva Convention. Holy fucking shit. Fucking oathbreaker. You fucking oathbreaker. I'm inviting you to unmute. Go on.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you.
I already proved my point. You're wrong.
How'd you prove your okay? You bring up a source then.
Okay. I told you the
I don't care
military
what you
targets.
say. I don't care what you say. You prove it because you're making the claim. You back up at your shit with a source. Bombing civilian bridges is a definitional war crime. Holy fucking shit. You also said a whole civilization will die tonight. He has said that. He has threatened civilians. The fuck are you talking about? Also, I can't hear you when you're off the app.
All right. So the very first thing that shows up is military target and civilian infrastructure that is being used in the support of military support is perfectly fine via the connection.
I'll be honest, you were breaking up. I got like part of what you just said.
Type. All right. All right. So all right. So if you Google military targeting civilian infrastructure for military purposes, that'll be your reason. I'm getting ready to go work out, but I want you to Google that real quick.
Military
And
what?
then, yep, targeting
Targeting.
civilian infrastructure for military purposes under Geneva Conventions. Google that.
Okay, give me a minute.
Boom, mic drop.
No, I'm looking that shit up. Yeah, that's right. You said infrastructure. I said bridges and power plants.
What do you think infrastructure is, dumbass? You just got proved wrong. I got to go work out.
Okay, you do you. Have fun. Run away. Fucking hell, dude. Infrastructure's like buildings and stuff. Dude, be fair, you're not supposed to attack hospitals either. But holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, you can attack them if they feel like if they believe or know that they're being used by the enemy for like help words. Sorry, I am frustrated as shit right now. Okay. If one side believes that the other side is using that infrastructure as like a base of operations, therefore it is no longer civilian. Fuck. Who the fuck? One came out. I guess there's no. Okay. Anyway, doesn't fucking matter. It ran away. Fucking hell. Fucking oath break. Jesus fucking Christ. I hate people like that. Fucking. Anyway. Hey, Septal, how the fuck you say it? Yeah, come up. I want to talk to you real quick. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh God, I don't get why people like are so set on like certain like because like yeah, infrastructure. Infrastructure is a request button is the two people on the bottom or something. like the blue and pink people. Thank you. Hey, can I get your age for terms of service, please, real quick?
My age and what?
Just your age for terms of service.
It's 40.
All right, cool. So you said that's why they're attacking hospitals, right?
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Can you read this above my head real quick?
My phone doesn't have good enough resolution. Attacking hospitals is strictly prohibited under international law.
And
yeah, except
no, there's no exception. You can't attack hospitals. Yes, you can attack buildings and shit. Hospitals are safe. You shouldn't attack fucking hospitals, dude.
Have you read the LOAC, the Law of Armed Combat, which is what the United States is belonging to?
I'm hearing law of something. Sorry,
LOAC. So the United States military does not follow international law on things. We do have laws that prohibit attacking hospitals, churches, education centers, etc., etc.
Okay, so you're saying we don't follow the Geneva Convention of the international law? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we never have.
Okay, cool. So then why the fuck do we write it? For other countries to follow?
Anyone who is signed on to follow the Geneva, I mean, whatever that is.
Yeah, the Geneva Convention is literally international laws of war. If you're violating that shit, you deserve to be punished. And I don't care who the fuck. I don't care if it's our country. I don't care if it's another country. Don't violate that shit.
I understand, but in the event that the enemy was firing rockets from within a hospital, at that point, I'm pretty sure even in international law, it becomes a valid military target.
I need proof that that's happening. If that's the case, I'll give it to you.
Oh, I mean, what would you constitute as proof? I mean,
you're making the claim that they're firing rockets from inside of a hospital, right? Give me an article, give me a video, give me something, right? Like, I have no issue with people defending themselves and taking out enemy combatants if they're actually doing that. Fine.
Yeah, which is what Hamas is doing in hospitals,
right,
in Gaza.
Well, then give me a source to prove that, because I right now it's just a trust me, bro, and I need evidence of this. You know what I mean? Because I could just say the sky is pink and I have a dinosaur in the back of my yard. You know what I mean? I need evidence.
I understand.
Yeah.
Who gathers? You qualified that evidence that you're requesting to be intelligence, right?
What do you mean by intelligence?
The Israeli intelligence agencies would have gathered the information to know that this was happening, right? So you would qualify this as intelligence.
No, because Israel lies like a motherfucker to justify their shitty fucking actions.
I would say. So let's say that the United States had this information, and we used a very top secret spy platform that was able to pierce through the walls of the hospital.
Okay.
And
sure, hypothetically, let's do that. But then how the fuck would you have this information? Because if it's top secret to that level, civilians like you and me shouldn't have it.
Well, I understand.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is that the evidence that you're requesting if you are not privy to those intelligence reports, would have to be inherently a trust me bro kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is if this is what was happening, is strictly a hypothetical because you have no way of proving it.
No. What I'm saying is that there is no way to transmit top secret intelligence to you as a layman civilian.
No, you don't know if it's top secret intelligence because you don't have access to that intelligence. You're making the claim that they're shooting rockets from a hospital. I'm just asking for where you found this source, right? The
intelligence community is making that claim, and they are saying that they have behind their wall of restricted access. They're saying behind that wall is the evidence that yes, indeed, they were building tunnels under the city. They were operating outside of hospitals.
I'm trying to look up something for you, to help you, but I can't find anything on it, dude. I am trying to help you.
Restricted information. Yeah.
So okay, cool. If what you're saying is like, again, I'm gonna reiterate this.
Yeah.
They're shooting rockets from a hospital, right?
Or just operating from within the hospital,
Sure.
or doing anything,
Cool.
aiding, abetting, storing
That's
munitions,
fine.
etc.
But if you can't prove that this is the case, it's just strictly a hypothetical. Because
well, it's not hypothetical because
it
that's
is
what
because you
the
can't
intelligence
prove it,
community
right?
said was happening.
Okay, cool. Where did you find this?
From their PR, team publicly releasing that information.
Can you send it to me?
I mean, I guess I could.
Yeah, I would love to see something like any verifiable shit, because like I'm genuinely.
It's not going to be verifiable. You're going to have to trust the intelligence community.
So literally, I looked up Israel shooting rockets from hospitals. Right, the closest date I found was 2014.
Okay, so look up
fucking what?
Look up Hamas operating within what is the terminology for targets that are non-military targets or not allowed?
Give me a minute. Sorry, I am trying to if this is the case, like I'll give it to you. Like I'm not trying to be confrontational. I'm willing to if this is the fact, cool, fine. But like I am trying to I'm not finding anything. And the intelligence agencies in the Hamas routinely uses civilian infrastructure, including the hospital. Yeah, we know that. If they use the hospital, but aren't using it if they're using it as like shelter, they can use it as shelter. If they use it as a military base, fuck them, because then they're putting civilians at risk, and I have an issue with that. Does that make sense?
So I guess there's just too many articles on it. I would just quick chat GPT, right? There's okay. The most widely discussed case involved Al Shifa Hospital. Let's see.
But
so I mean, just a summarization from ChatGPT would be like there's some substantial evidence that Hamas used some hospital facilities or nearby underground infrastructure for military purposes, especially Al Shifa. But the extent remains unknown because we don't have access to those documents.
Okay, so they're just claims essentially. It's not like anything that's been substantiated. They're proven.
But it's claims from intelligence apparatuses, whether that be Israeli or U.S.
Well, again, until these claims can be substantiated, I can't, in my mind, right? I can't back these claims up because there's no evidence, right? There's no okay, yeah, here's the article, here's the proof that we have, here's video evidence. You know what I mean? Like, if they're just claims, I can claim a bunch of shit too, but if I don't have to prove, it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, so
I'm trying to be reasonable. You know what I mean?
From Reuters. The U.S. government said its intelligence agency concluded Hamas. Oh no, that's not from Reuters. This is from AP. Yeah, so intelligence agency. So that's kind of how it works. Is like the PR department of the intelligence agency would liaison with a news network for a public news network, and then they would release a report on it. So like after politics here. Intelligence agencies concluded Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad used Al Shifa for command and control activities, weapon storage, and holding hostages. So I mean, that's kind of how that works. And if you want, obviously you can't substantiate it yourself unless you had access to these intelligence reports.
Right. So again, that's an issue, right? Is that we're just civilians who don't have access to this, so we have no way to substantiate it. So, look, if in let's say 2 weeks come out and these intelligence report came out, and you want to come back up and show me, or I see it, I'll be like, yeah, dude, you were right, 100%, cool, no issue, right? But until then,
I'm just claiming what has been released by them and their public affairs department.
But
so if your claim is that they were not using the hospitals,
no, that's not what I'm saying at all, right? Because there has been evidence of them using hospitals. There's just no evidence of them shooting rockets or using them for military purposes, from what I've gathered so far.
that's what I'm saying is that they were here from the intelligence agency. They released to the press that they were using them for weapon storage, command and control activities, and holding hostages.
Okay. So are those claims or are those evidence?
Those are claims by the intelligence community to the press.
Okay. So it's the same. I do get where you're coming from, right? I get it. Where it's like, yeah, this is the intelligence community who better would know, but like,
yeah,
until it comes out that this is verifiable fact, because let's say I'm somebody in the CIA, FBI, whatever, right? I could go to a reporter and be like, yeah, the blah, 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 because whatever the fuck, propaganda bullshit. I don't know if that's the right word, but you get what I'm saying, right? We need verifiable evidence. That's my entire thing, right? I don't care if it comes out.
Do you know why they don't release verifiable evidence?
Do you understand why that's an issue?
No, I mean, you're aware like of why they don't release verifiable evidence of this to the press?
I would love to hear your theory.
Because the reason is that it would give away the source by which they acquired that information.
Okay, right, but stuff like
so,
this
if the only way the intelligence community could have known, for example, back in the day, that this communication happened was because they had hacked into Osama bin Laden's satellite phone.
Okay.
Right. The only way they could have known this, and if they released that information, then Osama bin Laden's like, oh shoot, I'm burning my satellite phone, and then we lose access to that information.
No, 100%. But what they could do after is be like, yeah, this is what we did. This were our methods. No, this is how we did it.
No, they can't, because they're still actively using the methods to collect new information. So if they came out and said like, yeah, we got this from Osama bin Laden's satellite phone, then now we lose access to that satellite phone.
So we just need to blindly trust them, is what you're saying.
That's what we have always done when it comes to intelligence community. That's what we have always done.
Except when it comes to like people like Tulsi Gabbard and stuff, they come out and say like, "Hey, this is what we did. This is our operation that we had after that was going on." Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she's no longer really part of
after the information becomes declassified, then that's
so
different.
They should declassify it.
Only, I mean, it becomes declassified after like. I mean, how long ago was the JFK assassination, right? And then declassified now. So like it takes a long time. All of the collection methods used at the time would have to be essentially obsolete in order for them to declassify it. It'd be like,
okay, cool.
I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying.
Morse code. It's like, oh yeah, we got this from Morse code. It's like, okay, no one's using Morse code anymore. Or the Enigma
people are still using Morse code, man.
Well, okay, the Enigma would be better.
No, I get what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, like, you don't want to burn a whole new method, but like, even if, like, let's say, let's use your Osama bin Laden thing, right? Where they use their phone, you don't want to like release the information immediately because it'll burn, right? I get that.
Yeah.
You can still release information on how you do it after everything, because then guess what? They're no longer in the hospital. They're out of the way. All of that stuff. You can release that information then, because guess what? It's no longer classified because they're done with.
Oh, you're talking about if Osama bin Laden dies, then you can say, yeah, we got it from his sat phone.
Yeah, why not?
But
he's dead.
That would cause anyone with a sat phone to burn their sat phone.
Then he's not our only communication. Oh my god, what a terrible thing. No, communication is like the number one tool in warfare, my guy. It's the best way to transfer information. If we get them to destroy their communication, that's amazing.
No, what I'm saying is they would switch to a more secure, maybe encrypted platform.
Okay. You think we have?
Whereas before, working on just giving away free information.
Yeah, sure, 100%. But like then, it's
so we
like,
can't just release that information.
No, not immediately. I'm not saying immediately.
Not even long term. It takes a long time. I don't remember exactly when they released that we had hacked Enigma. I mean, that was probably like at least 40, 50 years later.
Sure. But again, what all I'm trying to say here is, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we can't release this information right away. I agree with you on that, 100%.
Yeah.
But
not even like 50 years.
Yeah. But the claim is that you're making is just purely hypothetical. And I can't go off of hypotheticals. That's just my entire.
Well, it's not hypothetical. It's a released report by the intelligence community.
Then can I see the report? Because I haven't seen.
Well, a press report, not like released intelligence report.
That doesn't change my statement. Can I see the report?
Yeah, you just look up the. I mean, like I just asked ChatGPT, but it sourced me to like an AP article, some other articles.
I'll take
investing.com. Let's see. AP.
I'll happily take AP.
The investing one.
Yeah, just can you tell me the name of the article?
Here it looks like one. AP News.
Yep.
U.S. Intel confident military. U.S. Intel confident military groups used largest Gaza hospital in campaign against Israel. AP source.
Confident military groups use largest Gaza campaign. Yeah, I see it. Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Groups used. Certain body. Confident is in quotes. Like it's not like they knew for sure, but again, technicalities, I guess.
Well, I mean that's
yeah.
Every intelligence report has a varying degree of confidence associated with it, because it's an intelligence assessment. It's not like a intelligence fact every time.
Now here's my question, right?
Yeah.
So let's say that's the case. Like they were confident that that's what was happening, and all that, right? Sure. They were using they were using the hospital for hostages and all that, right? I have no fucking issue saving the hostages, like getting rid of the people who took them, abusing them, all that. None, right?
Yeah.
My question is, how did they do it? Did they completely destroy the hospital, therefore killing the hostages as well? Did they go in strategically and get rid of the hostages, therefore saving them? Like, how'd they do this?
Well, it just depends on the type of target and everything. So it's if you got a bunch of munitions,
did they bomb the hospital?
As far as I'm aware, I think Israel's bombed a few hospitals.
So therefore,
I'm not sure about.
So therefore, claiming that they're hostages is irrelevant because they're killing the hostages too.
No. Hostages would be just one aspect of it. Obviously, if there were hostages actively in there, ideally they would not pursue that as the first thing. But if it's like there just a bunch of troops are there and it's a command and control center and they got munitions in the basement and then I mean maybe to spare the most troops' lives, because you can't just storm these places. You stick an M60 out a window and you're killing a bunch of Israeli soldiers. So sometimes the best way is to just drop a bunker buster on them.
So you're saying we should kill innocent people, or they should kill innocent people? Because I don't think that's okay. I think if they really cared about the soldiers or civilians, whichever one who were hostages, because I am unaware of at the moment, if they cared about these people, they should go in tactically, take out the hostages and save their people. Instead of, no, they may not be able to save everyone, but they could save a decent amount instead of just dropping a bomb on a hospital, which we already went through is, yes, a war crime.
They might not be able to just do that. Like everyone talks about like go in tactically, but this isn't like the Expendables movie, right? Like we don't have just these elite God tier, John Wick people doing these things. If you send a special forces operation to infiltrate this hospital, probably all of them would just die because it's such a fortified position.
So you're saying that there isn't technical options that they could do. There isn't like ways they can scout out, get the layout.
Fortified positions, you don't have any tactical options because there's only like one entry control point, and that's being guarded by however many M60s, and you're just gonna just gonna create a pile of bodies.
So people should they should all die, is what you're saying?
Well, it becomes either let them continue running operations out of that location, or yeah, dropping a bomb on their head.
Okay. At least we know where you stand on human life. That's
Well, it's not a
sad.
stance on
It
human
is
life.
a stance, dude. It is.
Ideally, none of
you
this
could
would be happening at all.
Yeah, I would prefer no war. 100%.
Yeah,
I prefer that.
So it's not a human stance. I don't revel in people dying.
You were like, well, we could do this option over here, or we could just drop a bomb on their head. I would prefer the no bomb
allowing
personally.
them to continue operating out of that position results in people dying too. So it's not a zero. It's not like a one is good, the other is bad option.
No, dude, but if they're civilians, save them. If there are soldiers on your side, do what you can to save them. Negotiate. There's options, man. Like, and keep in mind, this is me not defending Hamas. This is me. I want to preface this is me not defending. I'm not doing that because I don't. Right. Anyway, Israel has subjugated Hamas. They have starved them out. They have done a lot of things. So I understand them lashing out for survival, right? But also this conflict has been going on for generations, dude. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
since the very moment they showed up.
Yeah, fucking forever. So like, yeah, it's a back and forth,
The surrounding Arab nations never even gave them a chance to be there.
So to be fair, with that whole, they should just dish it out. They should deal it out with themselves. They should be able to just talk and work that shit out in a fucking adult manner instead of just pulling out the fucking guns for no reason, right?
Well, they should. That right. So the very like immediately upon establishing a state, Israel was attacked. Like, no talking, just all surrounding Arab nations militarily attacked them. They hadn't even done anything yet. Just they all went in, and then Israel beat them back, and then they took a bunch of their land, and then we, the nice international community, said, "Hey, give Egypt back its land, give Saudi back." Like we forced Israel to give back land, and then they're like, "Okay, gave back the land," and then it just kept happening. It's been happening where they just kept getting attacked, and so like eventually they had to be like, "Okay, well, we're gonna fortify the shit out of ourselves and we're not going to let them smuggle in, missiles through the Mediterranean Sea to Gaza. We're not going to let them do all this stuff." So yeah.
No, 100%. I get it.
Like, they will just let Israel be there.
No,
everyone will be fine.
If you are a militant combatant, you should do what you can to survive and be self. What's the word? Sorry, it's hard right now. But protect yourself, essentially, right? If that means you have to stop their munitions from, fine, cool, whatever. Again, I'm very much on the side of no wars. I think it's stupid what they're doing. I understand that there's history behind there. Cool. But like from my words, sorry. From my perspective, there's no reason. Fucking no reason. And I understand this isn't meant to be, we shouldn't be over there right now, but their whole shit about what they're doing when it comes to like bombing hospitals and shit, that's not okay. I think we can both agree that that's not okay, right?
If it is the case that they're bombing hospitals that are not legitimate military targets, then I'm totally against that.
Cool, 100%, great. I'm glad we can agree to that. And like I said, if they are using hospitals as an actual military base,
yes,
fine, cool, defend yourself.
Which is what our intelligence agencies.
But you haven't provided that. That's my whole thing. Like, I would love to see it.
I directed you to the article. There's not much more.
And that's fine.
I don't have the classified info to give
you. No, and I get it. Like, we can just go off of this where they're like, yeah, they think basically, but like, or they're pretty sure.
Confident is one of the highest ratings that they can give on an intelligence report. So if they say confident, that means that they got the facts.
Okay, but like, I'm also confident that a pizza is gonna show up at my door that I just ordered like 10 minutes ago. Like,
I know, but what I'm saying is it's just based on the rating system. Like there's like it like goes from like plausible, possible, very likely. Mm-hmm. Like there's a whole gradient.
No,
like,
I got
you. Get all the way up to calling it confident.
Yeah.
Then you're pretty. Yeah, you should probably trust that.
Sure. I'll give you that. But okay, my whole thing, right? And I'm just gonna play this out, and then we can move on if you want, right? If it's just a basic civilian hospital, don't fucking attack it. If it's a building like a
Of course.
hospital that they're using for military services, like military operations, fair game, in my opinion. Does the Geneva Convention agree with me? No, it doesn't. But defend yourself the best you can.
Well,
Is
does the
that is
Geneva
that fair?
Convention say that you can't if they become military targets? I didn't look that up.
Let me Google that real quick. The basic outline is don't attack hospitals.
Which we also have our law of armed conflict.
Again, like my whole thing is like the Geneva Convention is international law. We do follow that. We were a part of that. We wrote it, right? Fucking, so there we go. Under the Geneva Convention, hospitals are medical facilities that are strictly protected during armed conflicts and may not be attacked.
Yeah, so I'm saying under international law, attacking hospital is generally considered a war crime unless it is being used for military purposes.
Yeah. If it's being, like I said, if it's being used for military purposes, then it's fair game.
Yeah.
Fair game.
That's according to the international law and according to the law of armed conflict.
Yeah, then perfectly fine with me. I don't care.
Yeah. And so that's the
agree.
assertion is that the assertion by Israeli intelligence, the assertion by U.S. intelligence is that they were indeed using these targets or these hospitals as military,
and
bases.
like I said, yeah, we agree. My opinion, this is just my personal opinion, right? They should be 100% sure that they are being used for military purposes before they do that. Because if not, you're just attacking innocent civilians, or you have a chance of doing so.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the competent rating essentially does. Is like, yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So I think we agree on that.
We would even engage on less than confident. Like most likely there's lower ratings where we would still move on that target.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm look, I'm not in the military. I don't have that experience. So I don't have the room to be like, this isn't okay, right? All I know is what I can read and when it comes to like the laws and stuff, right? So I think we both agree when it comes to like everything we've said so far. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, or was that it?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
All right, cool, man. Hey, you're welcome up anytime. You're a really chill dude. I love having civil conversations. So if there's anything else that you want to come up in the future, just let me know, all right?
Yeah, cool, man. Good talking to you.
All right, man. Good talking to you too. Oh, that was dude, I love civil conversations, man. Why can't people just fucking have those, man? That was awesome. So yeah, look, just to reiterate, dude, I have no issue if that's being used for military purposes. Fine, fair game. But if it's not, and these are civilians, and you're attacking civilians, that's an issue. Anyway, let's bring up our next guest. Just a little.
Hello.
Hi, I'm
Can
sorry.
you hear me good?
Yeah, I can. I don't know how to say your name. I am sorry. How do I address you?
Ash.
Ash. Okay, cool. What is your age for TOS?
TOS.
Terms of service.
21.
21. Cool.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
No, but
Okay.
I wanted to talk because I have parents who do,
Okay.
and it's so hard to get through to them.
I understand. Okay, so what do you want to know?
It's like they are as close to MAGA hat without owning the red hat.
Okay. Like, you looking for advice or what's going on?
It's just I have nobody to talk to about it. I can't really tell anybody.
You're good, man. You're good. So, like, need a vent or what's up?
Just that, really. I don't have any political opinions to say. If you want, I can leave.
No, dude, like, I understand, like, being in that, like, close family of, like, people who are, like, in that mindset, right? Where you feel like you can't express yourself. It's rough, right? It really is. And you look at the world and you're like, damn, there's a lot going on right now. And, like, I can't agree with this, right? It's hard. Have you tried talking to your parents?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What do they say?
They usually say I'm on the internet too much
Okay, nothing
or
wrong
I'm
with that.
listening to the wrong things.
Okay, well that whole thing of listening to the wrong things or like fake news, as people like to put it, right? It's people don't like hearing this, but it's legitimate Nazi propaganda, right? There's a term that was used back in the 1940s called the Lugenpresse, which Hitler fucking used to popularize his movement to, to put down news press that were like saying things that he didn't like. The Lugenpresse literally translates to the lying press, right? So if they ever say like, "Oh, that's false information, that's fake," they're just spouting that, whether they're aware of it or not. So don't let that shit fucking get to you, man. Like you're good.
And if I can say
Yeah.
one thing that sucks is that 2022 I was just like them.
Mhm,
And it hurts to say because I'm not that anymore.
mhm.
And like knowing that at a certain point I thought that way and I acted that way,
Dude,
it
okay.
breaks my heart.
There's we all grow as people, man. There's nothing wrong with that. When you grow up in a certain
I
area
will.
where you're like, all you know is this, it's hard to look at anything else, right? And yeah, you this is what you knew, this is what you thought was right, but then you started opening your eyes, and that's a good thing. You're growing, man. You're progressing.
There, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but there is one silver lining.
Mhm.
So I was 18 to 17 back in 2022,
Yeah,
and now I'll be 22 this year.
yeah,
At least I made that change or found that change when I was really young.
absolutely, dude.
Better to be young than realize when you're 40.
I will agree with you. Keep in mind that there's no age, right, where it's wrong to change who you are, right? I don't care if you're 70 years old or 18. Right? If you change to progress as a person, that's a good thing, right? If you realize, damn, I messed up my life. If you realized, yeah, I've made a lot of mistakes. I don't like how I was. It doesn't hurt to change who you are and to work on that. And the fact that
One
you're
th-
working on it is an amazing thing, dude.
one thing that really cemented my change,
Mm,
like 2 years ago during the election, I was somewhere in the middle.
mm,
I wasn't conservative, I wasn't liberal.
mm.
But what pushed me to liberal was seeing my friends in the LGBT community be afraid,
Yep, 100%. So
worrying.
a lot of people that I know are in the LGBTQ, and they are terrified of what's going on right now. There's a lot of like discriminatory
Yep.
actions and laws and stuff being pushed that is anti that, which is ridiculous because they're just people, dude. They're just people. That's it. Like, who cares who people love? Like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, just let people live their lives. And I'm glad you're saying that.
What really sucks is that I was
Thank you for the
little
heart me.
during his first. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Sorry, someone sent the heart me, and I said thank you.
Okay. So what really sucks is that I was really young during his first term. So 2016 to 2020.
Oh,
And since that was pre-COVID, my brain kind of associates that era with like normalcy because it was before COVID. But as I get older, I realize that that area wasn't as good. I was just too young to know it.
so being young is not a crime, dude. Being uninformed isn't a crime. Everyone is uninformed, right? Like I don't know everything. You don't know everything, right? You can't know everything about every topic, right? I'm not a master of politics. Not by any means am I a master. It's one of those things that you have to research and do knowledge on if you want to like grow, I guess is the best way to put it. It's
You know,
one of those things where like, yeah, you came out of that. I don't want to say came out of the family because that's not right. You're still part of the family. Um, you realized who you are as a person. You're like, I don't like who I was. I don't like who my family kind of made me to be. And you're growing, dude. You're doing an amazing job. If you want to support your friends and you want to support people, this is a great way to do it, right? Now, one thing I will encourage you to do is I don't know where you are. I don't want you to tell me because, privacy information's. But just look at the state in which you're in. Look at the county, look at those people running for election. Research them. Don't just go off of the fucking TV ads, right? Like actually research, go on their site, look at their campaign policies. Like that's the important thing and see what you agree with. There was somebody
Yeah.
in my area, right, who was running for Republican, somebody was running for Democrat. There was only one in this, it was mayoral, right? There was only one on Democrat, so I only had one option for there. But for the Republicans, there was multiple, and one of them was just vague information. It didn't say anything. It was just talking points. It didn't say what they were going to do. It didn't say how they were going to fix things. It didn't say anything. It was just talking points. I'm like, I can't vote for this person because they're not saying anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing I can encourage you to do is like when it comes to the elections that are coming up in the midterms, research your candidate, research what they stand for and all that. Right? That's the important thing.
One thing I will say is that I wasn't able to vote 2 years ago because I wasn't registered.
Okay.
But I feel like if I was able to register at that time, my mom would have forced my hand and it wouldn't have been my vote.
So here's something I can tell you, right? When you go into that booth, the curtain closes. She's not allowed in there. You're not gonna know who the fuck you vote for. She can't force you to vote for somebody she wants. This is your vote. Nobody is gonna know who you vote for unless you actively tell them. It's literally against the law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Does that make you feel a little bit better?
Yeah, it does. It's
Good. Yeah. So don't be or I don't want to say be afraid. Don't be worried about what your parents think, right? Because if you get influenced by, let's say, your friends or your family or whoever, right, to vote a certain way, that's not your vote. That's their vote. Vote for who you think is the best candidate. It's that simple.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna drop you down, but you're welcome back anytime. All right.
Go ahead. Have a good day.
All right, man. You too.
Bye bye.
Fuck, man. Good guy. Good guy. He's welcome back whenever he wants. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to, and I have no issue with that. I've been on for 15 or so. So anyway, if you're in the chat, and you still support Trump, please feel free to request up, call in if you're on the tubes or the pick, whatever. If you're liking the stream, please, do all the things. Anyway, I'm getting tired. I've had a lot of good conversations. Might call it there. Not sure why Mac is so obsessed with my eyeliner. I know I'm not with it, but my God, seems like they're really flirting with me. It's really fucking weird. Just so y'all know, I do have a girlfriend. But thank you for the offer. Anyway, I am moving on with. I gotta call it. I gotta do some meal prep before our week starts tomorrow, and work gets crazy. Um, I literally haven't got a penny. I do this for fun, my guy. So like, there's no grifting. I don't ask for money from this. I don't want money. So I do this to inform. But I mean, if you want to, you can send me. I'm not gonna say no. But hey, yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Bissell's End. If you like the stream, if you like, everything, feel free to drop me a follow, and everything. I would love to see you guys back. Yeah. Until next time, I don't know when I'll be back on next time. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I don't fucking know. Either way, I'll catch you all later. Deuces.